they do combine them often and put them in the same category with bands such as Disturbed. When it comes to Five Finger Death Punch, it's easier for people to attack them and say, it's too generic, what is going on here? People that like to listen to this music are always wearing UFC tap-out t-shirts and drink Monster Energy drinks. I don't know what to think. The chorus is a good chorus, but it almost sounds like it's a piece of a different puzzle. Like they combined two puzzles within and created one puzzle as a song. Interesting. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, Powerful Reactions, and today we are back with Five Finger Death Punch. Yes, they made it back to my channel. A band that I am very familiar with, a band that I have seen live, I think 9 years ago, a band that I have followed quite closely, but a band that I've also not kept track with as of the last 4, 5, or 6 years. So, even better that I'm now back with them, and the song IOU. It just came out 2 days ago, and I cannot wait to review this one. I know Five Finger Death Punch went through a major change in constellation. I think the Jeremy is out, the drummer is out a couple years ago. I know one of the guitar players is out. I know that Ivan was out for quite a while because he had some struggles. You know, he had to go to rehab. So a lot of crazy things happening within the band. So many things, so many hurdles that sometimes bands can collapse when that happens to them. But not for a band like Five Finger Death Punch. They said, you know what? Let's take our name and let our name speak for itself. We are the Five Finger Death Punch band, and we will come back stronger than ever. So after, again, going and overcoming so many obstacles, they're here to stay, and now back with a new song. So without further ado, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell button, click. Very important to do both, otherwise you will not be informed once I upload another review to another Five Finger Death Punch song. Also make sure to check out their brand new record. It's gonna come out very soon, called Afterlife, and Afterlife normally stands for something after another chapter. So maybe this is the beginning of a whole new chapter for the band. You know what? Not just a new record will be out there, they are also on tour. Make sure to check out their 2 dates as well. And now, it's important to check out the song, of course. So here we go. Five Finger Death Punch, IOU, let's go. Alright guys, and here we go. I don't even know if they still have the same style or not. The last song that I really heard by them was Jekyll and Hyde.
Stuck in purgatory, waiting for the fall. Auditioned all the endings, I find it hard to tell. Is it better to serve in heaven or better to reign in?
Good question. Yeah. It definitely still has the signature of Five Finger Death Punch, but with another layer of, let's be honest, cyberpunk metal yet again. Cyberpunk metal. I came up with that term a couple of weeks ago when I was listening to Cyberhacks, the one song, the single from Motionless in White. And I thought back then, I was like, this is definitely a style that I can see the whole, maybe not the whole metal scene, but a big chunk of the metal scene go to. Because it just sounds so good. Yet again, seeing the video right now, by the way, before I actually heard the song, I was like, this reminds me a bit of, Cyberpunk 2077, the video game. Maybe this will go into that direction, and I was right. Here we are, sounding perfect. Yeah, look at this, come on. The one behind my eyes, I'm a son of a bitch, I'm as bad as it gets, and I'll be that till I die. I wish someone would wake me, cause I can't sleep at all. Yeah, but it's still the same structure as always. Here we go, pre-chorus and then probably back. Well, not back, but starting the chorus right now. Here we go. Woo. Oh, I owe you. I owe you nothing. There we go. What game is that, by the way? Is it a game, or did they just make it up for the video? Interesting. Hey, simple lyrics but direct. Hate this place.
Wake me, 'cause I can't sleep at all. Stuck in purgatory, waiting for the fall. Auditioned all the endings, I find it hard to tell. Is it better to serve in heaven or better to reign in hell? You've never known pain before, came before, but I'm gonna.
The chorus is pretty unusual for the actual song. It just sounds very different. I don't know what to think. The chorus is a good chorus, but it almost sounds like it's a piece of a different puzzle. Like they combined two puzzles within and created one puzzle as a song. Interesting.
Show you've never been trained before, shamed before, but I'd love to share. You've never known insane before, the rains before. I'm here to show you nothing.
Oh, perfect part right here. Short, effective guitar solo, great.
I wish someone would wake me. I wish someone would wake me.
Nice transition. Never heard a transition like this, a bridge like this, when it comes to Five Finger Death Punch. Great. Again, unusual structure with the chorus, but very catchy. Very, very catchy.
Absolutely nothing.
Everybody. Woo! God. Yeah, he definitely owes us nothing except good music. Alright guys, that was Five Finger Death Punch. I-O-U. I owe you nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let me start with the fact that, yes, they definitely included more electronics than normally. Not to the extent of, again, the song Cyberhex by Motionless in White. Still, it had that futuristic cyberpunk metal vibe, for sure. Of course, the video, definitely. When it comes to a band like Five Finger Death Punch, I'm gonna tell you guys what many people think. Many people think they're too generic, too simple. Again, that's what the majority of people think. They do combine them often and put them in the same category with bands such as Disturbed. Because Disturbed, really, maybe except of the covers, Sound of Silence, maybe Land of Confusion, yes, Disturbed also covered Land of Confusion. They tend to normally produce the very generic, similar sound with every record. It is Disturbed. You listen to them, it's oh, ah, ah, and everything in between. But it will always be Disturbed. Same thing, of course, applies to AC/DC and Iron Maiden. But nobody tries to, or is actually brave enough to target and attack those bands. Because, again, it's AC/DC, Iron Maiden. So something has to be right there, right? When it comes to Five Finger Death Punch, it's easier for people to attack them and say, it's too generic, what is going on here? People that like to listen to this music are always wearing UFC tap-out t-shirts and drink Monster Energy drinks. And to some extent, they are right. But at the same time, it's a very successful band. A band that is still going strong, even stronger after, again, overcoming so many obstacles. Very important point. Now, my honest opinion is that it is still Five Finger Death Punch. It is still that trademark of the songwriting that is very generic. It is generic, nothing bad with that, but also very to the point. It is just straight to the point. Not just the music, but also the lyrics. I owe you nothing. I Hate Everything, and much more. Now, it is not a song, or maybe not even a band, that creates very subliminal messages. It just goes straight to the core, straight to the point, and there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's good. I think it's good to have a band like this because it is important to deliver a message straight. Don't hassle around, don't wait too long, just come to the point and tell what it is. And Five Finger Death Punch is definitely a good band with that. And that also leads me to the next point. Five Finger Death Punch is an excellent door-opening band for many other metal bands. You know, they just opened the band for new fans to enjoy other metal songs. It's a good introductional band. People, for some reason, love Five Finger Death Punch before they like other metal bands. They like to add them to their workout playlists and other playlists. They just like that generic vibe that it's easy to adapt to. Other metal bands later on, and guys, you guys watching right now, you know exactly what I talk about right now. It is sometimes, at the beginning especially, harder to adapt to and get used to and get comfortable with. Five Finger Death Punch is a perfect get-to band when you want to introduce yourself almost to metal. Having said that, guys, I really enjoyed the song. I thought it's good that another band is going into that futuristic sound. It just sounds well, you know, and I'm not the biggest electronic fan, but that combination just sounds cool. It gives you that extra punch. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you agree, if you don't agree. Until then, subscribe. See you next time. Take care and rock on. Bye-bye.